York City itself is just fun to come to, and combine it with doing what I love made it a really special weekend. You could definitely feel the energy at this meet, and I think when they called my name and the crowd cheered, just makes you happy to be here and competing.
Welcome back. We are here at the 2023 Millrose Games at the Armory right here in New York City. This, of course, is one of the top meets that we've all been looking forward to for the 2023 indoor season, and the pros did not disappoint. They really showed out here, so let's jump right into it. We got Abby Steiner. She came out in the 300 meters. This, of course, was a build as a world record attempt, right? Going for that world record. She unfortunately came up a little short, but still got the American record, 35.54 seconds to get that American record. It's kind of surprising that Brittany Brown actually came up and challenged Abby Steiner. I shouldn't say surprising. Brittany Brown is a very, very strong competitor, 2019 silver medalist in the 200 meters. But of course, Abby Steiner got the win here, and she was pretty happy with the win. She came in with the strategy, and she's been talking about how the 400s have really been helping her in this season.
Yeah, I like it. I think it's still a bit more strategic than I gave it credit for. So I do like it. It definitely pushes me out of my comfort zone a little bit. But I know these longer races are just going to help me for the end of my 200.
Now, we're going to see a lot more from her as the season progresses. She's, of course, going to be looking towards that 200. She's also, of course, going to be looking to compete in both the relays, the 4x1 and the 4x4. And I think that Abby Steiner is going to be pushing forward and getting into that mix with some of the other women, Elaine Thompson, Sharika Jackson, Christine Mboma, Gabby Thomas, right? All these women who have faster personal bests than her, I think Abby Steiner is going to be in that mix. So keep a lookout for what she does.
I think just kind of taking last year, finishing 5th, knowing I came off of a collegiate season, and just really attacking fall training, knowing that we can be a bit more strategic setting that up this year. And then, not changing it too much. I think a lot of the women that were in that final last year should be coming back if no one's, switching events or anything like that. So just knowing what I'm going up against and keeping that in mind, I think this fall training was good.
Let's move on up to the men's 60-meter dash. Now, we knew this was Noah Lyles versus Christian Coleman coming into this race. Noah Lyles had already just come off running at the New Balance Indoor Grand Prix, 6.51 seconds to just nip out Trayvon Bromell. Now, we know that Trayvon Bromell ran 6.42 seconds just a couple days ago, right? We're definitely going to recap that. But Christian Coleman was able to get the best of Noah Lyles here, 6.47 seconds.
I feel pretty good. I feel like a highly anticipated race. A lot of hype. Being in New York indoors, it don't really get any bigger than the Millrose Games. So I was pretty excited about it. Just had to try to control what I can control. Just stay composed and kind of do what I do best. And I was happy to come out with a victory. So I feel pretty good.
Just ahead of Noah Lyles, he ran 6.53 seconds. Now, unfortunately, the official results do have him as a disqualification because there was a false start that was called. First off, there was something that happened in the field. Not exactly sure what happened. They called everybody back. But then they also officially did call a false start, and it happened to be on Noah Lyles. Apparently, he twitched. I'm not exactly sure if he did. Maybe he did, but he was given the red card. He told us that he did want to run under protest, and he went ahead and actually ran under protest.
I went over. Before I even got there, he said, "Do you want to run under protest?" And I said, "You know what? Yeah." Said it many times. The indoor season is to work on things. And when he said that, my first thought was, if I can get the race in, that's all that matters. I don't care if I win, if I lose. If I can work on what I need to work on, that's all that matters. And to be honest, I'm very glad I did because I got a time that I'm very happy to see.
But when he ran 6.53 seconds, again, unfortunately, officially DQ'd, but this is a big performance for Noah Lyles. Don't worry, we're coming back to Christian Coleman in a second. Noah Lyles running 6.53 is faster than his personal best entering this year of 6.54 seconds. So it shows that he is very consistent, and he's going to go to USA's next week, and he's going to show out and show what he's capable of.
I'm very excited to see that. Number one, because this is a one-off, and I've already explained a lot how running rounds really helps me. We all saw what happened to Trayvon. You get 3 rounds, you run 6:42. Shoot, give me 3 rounds. I run 6:42 also.
But Christian Coleman. This was his show tonight, 6.47 seconds. This is only his, I think, second or third 60-meter dash of the 2023 season. He's also run a 200-meter for the season as well. Not sure if he's going to go to USA's. He's going to go back to his coach and, talk through it a little bit. But I think this bodes well for what Christian Coleman is able to do.
I mean, I knew I was going to have to bring my A game to be able to come out with the win. Noah's a great competitor. His top end speed is incredible. And so I knew I would have to build my A game and stay composed and just really focus on my race pattern and try to get to the line first. He's been working and steadily getting better at the 60 every year, and it shows. So I was excited coming into this race. I think he got what he wanted. He said he wanted to, go up against the best, and he got that.
If you remember last year, he ran the 60-meter dash here. He won it just ahead of Trayvon Bromell, but just edging. He didn't run as fast as he did now. So this really bodes well. Getting back into the groove of things. Of course, took that year off from the band, but came back. Got silver medal at the World Indoor Championships. Got outdoors. Unfortunately, didn't get on the podium in the 100 meters. But what we're seeing now, I think is going to bode very well for what Christian Coleman does throughout the rest of 2023. Next up, we got the women's 60-meter dash. And I think all season, we know who has been the star of this event, Aaliyah Hobbs. She has been clicking off fast times. Already ran 7.05, already ran 7.02, already ran 6.98. She came here, clicked off another win in 7.04 seconds. Very, very consistent. A facility record here at the Army, which is a huge performance considering how many top times have been run here.
Consistency is the key. That's what I'm trying to keep going. The last time I was this consistent was my senior year of college, and that was a great season. So I'm just planning on keeping going. It's outdoor.
But I think this bodes well for what Aaliyah Hobbs is going to do outdoors. I already told y'all that Aaliyah Hobbs is going to be pushing the boundaries, potentially getting into that 10.7 low range. I think that's still possible, and this consistency really shows why that's the case. We also have to talk about Tamari Davis. Now, we just spoke about her running a personal best a couple days ago in the 60-meter dash. She further improved that here, getting second place, running 7.08 seconds. Another personal best. We know that she's coming for something big. She's still very, very young, one of the youngest 100-meter sprinters, in the United States right now. And I think outdoors, she's going to be very dangerous. So keep a lookout for Tamari Davis and what she's going to be able to do, and definitely keep a lookout for Aaliyah Hobbs. Also have to give a shout out to Makai Briscoe. We did an interview with her. Definitely keep a lookout for that longer interview. Going to tell a lot of her story, right, and the progress that she's making throughout her entire career. So keep a lookout for that. Over to the men's 400-meter dash. We had a very strong field here. Actually, a very similar field to the New Balance Indoor Grand Prix. Jareem Richards going up against his training partner Noah Williams. Jareem Richards came away with the win here in 45.84 seconds. A season's best for him, so just ahead of what he ran last week.
It feels great. To train with Noah, to train with Wade, they definitely push me all the time, so today actually felt like a training run, like a practice run today, so I'm just blessed and thankful to God for the ability to come out victorious.
Noah Williams came in second, 46.20, so not as strong as a race for him, but Jareem Richards, he was talking about how he wants to run sub 44 seconds outdoors, and this is just preparation all for that. So we're going to see a lot more from Jareem Richards. We know him as a 200-meter runner, but he's a world indoor champion in 2022 in the 400. So there's no reason why he can't go outdoors and run sub 44 seconds. Definitely keep a lookout for what he does in 2023.
Definitely both. We set goals together, we talk about goals together, but we also set our individual goals. So honestly, our goals, I would believe on any quarter mile I would want to run 43 seconds. So a goal of ours is to break the 44 barrier.
Finally, in the sprints and the hurdles, we got to give a shout out to the women's 60-meter hurdles. Devin Charlton from the Bahamas, she has been tearing it up all season. Won at New Balance and then came here and won at the Millrose Games, 7.91 seconds. She has really been clicking off a lot of these sub-8 performances, and she's been talking about how this is the most sub-8 performances that she's run during the indoor season, kind of to start things off.
I feel pretty good in the way I've been placing in my races as well as the times. This is my 5th consecutive time under 8 seconds, the most in any season, and the amount of races I've had is so small, so I think that speaks volumes to where I'm at right now.
So She is really, really on a roll right now. She had an amazing 2022. Kind of got overshadowed because the hurdles is such a high quality event, but Devin Charlton is one to look out for, coming off a great 2022, already starting off 2023 on a high note, and going outdoors in 2023. She's going to be one who's very dangerous. So those are just the sprints and the hurdle events that happened here at Millrose. Don't worry, I know there's tons and tons of the other events that went down in the mile, in the 3K, right? American records, all kinds of things, but go in the comments below. Let me know what your favorite events from the Millrose Games were. Let me know what you're looking forward to next week at USA Championships, and who are some of the athletes that you think are going to be dominating going outdoors in 2023. Make sure you like the video, subscribe to the channel. We'll be back again next time. Thanks for watching.